Murphy, Denver Metro Realtor, here today to give you your February 2019 Denver real estate market update. As always, I want to remind you that we'll be looking at January numbers since I won't have February numbers until March. Also, I've got a bit of a cold, so hopefully I can make it through this without having a coughing or sneezing attack. Bear with me. All right, so January numbers are in, and kind of an interesting story here. Although we are still seeing those signs of a balancing of the market just a bit, January also, the real estate market just kind of took off. Just in 2018, January hit, the holidays were over, and boom, the market took off. And in 2019, it's looking that way again. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start out looking at average sales price. So the average sales price in January came in at $461,101. That's down 0.26% from December and up 2.89% from the prior year. So those year-over-year increases still coming down just a bit. 2.89% is in a very healthy range. We're not seeing those double-digit year-over-year gains anymore, and like I've said in the past, that's not a bad thing. We can't see double-digit gains forever, but we are in a very healthy range right now. Also want to drill that down just a bit on average sales price. The average sales price for a detached single family home came in at $500,683, and the average sales price for an attached home came in at $358,294. Let's take a look at the number of homes sold. 2,644 homes sold in January. Now this was down 29.57% from the prior month and down 14.79% from January of last year. Now you said, wait a minute, you said January is off to a booming start, but you're telling me that the home sold is down. Well, remember that when a house is sold, that's when it closes. So when we're talking about homes sold in January, most likely these are homes that went under contract in December, right? There are exceptions to this rule. Of course, there's homes that sit under contract for longer than 30 days. There's homes that go under contract and maybe are being paid for with cash that close that quick. But generally in Colorado, most homes close around that 30-day mark. So when we're talking about homes sold, we're talking about homes that probably went under contract before January and closed in January. Those numbers were down. This is where the difference comes in. Under contract, homes that went under contract in January look a lot different than that. 4,161 homes went under contract in January. That's up 33.97% from December, and also up 7.24% from January of 2018. And like I said, last year it just went bam, and we had more homes go under contract this January than we did last January. So things are really heating up. Inventory, that's our next subject. Inventory, we had 5,881 homes on the market at the end of January. Now our inventory has increased a bit, increased by 5.45% from December and increased 52% from last January. So that's quite a jump, 52%. So yeah, we had more homes go under contract in January than we did last January, but we have quite a few more homes on the market. So you home buyers are probably enjoying that. But home sellers, don't fret. You're still seeing increases, so you want to sell your house, you put it on the market, you haven't lost any money, you're still making money. All right, and part of that increase in inventory as well is new listings. We had quite a few new listings in January. 4,821 new listings hit the market in January. That's up 109.7% from December. Holy smokes, right? Of course, who wants to list their house in December? Not me. And up 13.6% from last January. So more homes coming on the market. Home buyers, hooray. Let's talk about days on the market. Average days on the market in January came in at 43 days. Let's take a look at median. Median came in at 28 days. So half the homes sold in more than 28 days, half the homes sold for under 28 days. So we're looking at 4 weeks is the median range there. For the longest time, we were seeing that median days on the market at about 5. It's been slowly increasing. We're up to 4 weeks right now. So is that what you can expect if you're selling your home? Well, that depends. It varies greatly in price range. Obviously, those higher price range in the luxury market over $1 million. Typically, it's going to take a little bit longer for you to sell your home. Location, also a big factor. But the biggest factor, in my opinion, is do you have your house listed at the right price, especially if you're in that average sales price range or below average. If your house isn't selling, reevaluate your list price. Makes a big difference. Just recently, in the last month, had some buyers. We bid on a home and it was listed on a Thursday, I believe, went under contract on Tuesday, went just that quick, right around the average sales price range. What was the difference? They had their home priced correctly. So be sure, sellers, when you're putting your house on the market, put a lot of thought, listen to your realtor, and put your house on the market at the right price. Buyers, a good amount of inventory. We are still technically in a seller's market. How do we determine that? How a buyer or seller market is determined is under 5 months is a seller. 5 months of inventory is a seller's market. Anywhere from 5 to 6 is balanced, and 6 months and above is a buyer's market. In the luxury market, which is homes above $1 million, we have hit that buyer's market range that's been for a couple months now. But in below $1 million, we are still sitting in seller market territory quite heavily. So even though it's not quite as nuts as it's been, we're still in a seller's market. Again, my name's Courtney Murphy, Denver Metro Realtor. If you're planning to buy or sell a home in the near future, definitely give me a ring. Let's talk about that. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my market updates. I do them every single month. I do model home tours around the Denver area, so be sure to subscribe. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you again soon.